Hey everybody, I'm Andy, the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. I am super pumped. It is super windy, so I got my microphone kind of buried here. I hope the audio is okay. If not, you're just gonna have to endure. This video is gonna have some wind. We are downtown Winnipeg at the scenic Human Rights Museum at the Forks in this beautiful parking lot. Well, going through the effort to come all the way here, it's gotta be for something special, you'd think. Well, it sure is. Hey, a big thank you to Brian Jensen. He's up on Instagram. That's how he found me. I'll put his Instagram handle right up here so you can check him out. Follow him. This truck is gonna be blowing up on his Instagram account here in the next few days. Hey, and all that squealing that you're hearing, this is the main line through Canada, the main train line, and it's running. There's the old train station right there. And like I said, beautiful downtown Winnipeg. And there are the guys over there. So you're not here to look at the city, you're here to look at a truck. This is a beautiful bee.
It's all or nothing.
A beautiful bee. W900B model, 260 wheelbase, and this is my very first 2022 model review on the W900 series. So you gotta love it. Couldn't have picked a better place or a more beautiful day. The sun is out, it's shining, it's just lovely. So let's just start up front here, show you what we did. And as you can see, this truck is totally tricked out with a bunch of extras. So starting up front, we have the factory Texas bumper. That is got these shift lights on the corners. So a big thank you to all the folks at Shift Products. You can check them out. They're on Instagram here as well. And the mechanics from Jade Transport, they did a great job putting everything together on the back here, along with all the guys in our shop too. We're gonna get to that here in a moment though. So what's up front here, we have the additional ribs on the grill all the way across. So we got the full 7 with a permanent mounted bug screen. And this grill is just, I love that mirror finish that we get. Rob did a beautiful job shining this truck up. And we have the factory headlights right here. Now this paint color is a graphite color. Now it's hard to keep all the dust off of it. We've been driving it around for the last hour or so. And anyways, that sparkles really nice in the sun. And I couldn't have asked for a better day to do this. So you gotta love it. Now you'll notice the truck is sitting quite a bit lower, and that's because we have the 5-inch axle drop along with air ride aftermarket conversion. So I'm going to show that to you in a second. That's one of the things that makes this truck a real favorite of mine. Just love that air ride front. There's a little flip on the dash and it just drops the airbags right down and you can get this nice slammed look. Look at how low that sits. Just looks super awesome. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys how this air ride switch works. So I'm just gonna flick it here and we're gonna see that front end just lift right up. It's kind of a neat option. We can do that, not from the factory, but we can get that done. All right, so looking at the fender signals here, we have the Shift Products Kenworth watermelon light system with the colored lights in the front and back, standard LEDs. And then this was custom made to fit the W9L. You can get 3. The W9B, the third one down here would actually hit down here. So we had to kind of reinvent the wheel and we settled on 2 here. We were gonna do 1, but I think 2 looks really sharp. And driving down the road, it actually looks really cool because the way that it sits, you can see that you got just the 2 lights. The third one would be covered by the fender anyways. So So that's what we did there. We did the 15-inch preferred fit element with the bolts on the inside, so that gives you the nice smooth look there. And I really love this here. We ordered it with the factory turn signals mounted on the mirrors, and Shift has their own. There's the Shift logo, and then we have the Shift watermelon light to match the watermelons down there. Now this visor's from RLK. Okay. Yeah, there's say hi, there we go. So they don't want to be in the video, but that's fine. So Brian and Dave, they drove in to pick up this truck. So the visor, it came from RLK. The guys at Jade installed it for us here, and it just looks really, really mean. Just that nice big beefy visor, and it has a one-piece windshield. So how do you mount that? Well, there's a pressure fit right up there. You can kind of see how that's set up there. So that's a really nice system. And then we got the bullet lights up on the roof with the watermelon standard LED clear amber lenses up there, and they're super bright. So it's middle of the day here, and just look at how bright those are. Just looks really, really awesome. Now those stacks, those are 7-inch wide stacks. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Got that sun sparkle in there. Gotta love it. So we got those 7-inch stacks. Those are 60-inch tall pipes. So this is a really tall setup. So good thing we got air ride front axle on this truck. Now this was ordered with the painted ends. This is what Brian wanted, and the diamond checker plate in the middle is the only way that we can get it with the painted ends. Now these are going to be changed out. He's going to put the Shift Products stainless covers on there after the fact. So we're just leaving that like that for now, and then he'll run stainless later on in, in the summertime. So as you can see here, we have the closure panels for the under cab and sleeper lights there. So we got that nice closeout, looks really, really good. And that just follows the contour of the factory lines here. I just love how the attention to detail that Shift does is just fantastic. Now, we also have the block heater and oil pan heater right there. Did the def tank right here, and then the fuel tanks are pretty much lined up perfect. As far as the strap spacing, the fuel tank straps do line up perfectly, and then there's that support bar that they run between the two straps. So if the straps line up, you get those support bars lined up as well. So that's the way to do it. And then the fuel tanks are basically lined up. I could probably tuck this one in just a hair more just to line them up perfect, but that's okay, does the trick. We got the 72-inch flat top bunk here, and then on the back wall we had the guys at Shift cut in extra holes because we ran out of switches from the factory, couldn't do any more, so we actually cut in those extra holes, and we could do them however a guy wants. 4 in a line, 5 in a line, this way, that way. You can do an X on the back if you want. I don't know if that'll look good, but anyways, that's fine. So we got the 4 lights, those are all on one switch, and then the pedestals up top. We did no deck plate, no access steps, so we just kept that nice and clean. And he's going to be installing his own deck plate all the way through here. So the rear ends are Super 40 rear ends with the Kenworth AG400 suspension, and then we have the 391 gear ratios in the back with the full locking differentials. Now, big kudos to Don Caitler in our shop. He did a fantastic job putting these fenders onto the truck, and these are probably the heaviest duty fenders that I've ever seen. These things are just so beefy, and they came flat steel. So these are the FTXs, and I had Rob at Big Truck Detail. Here's another plug for you, Rob. Polish these up, and it just looks super good. And then we did the Magnum chain hangers up front, and then we just had to space them out because these bolts right here are where the mounts go. So we had to improvise a little bit on the install. So I think it turned out really awesome. As far as the wheels, we got the 11R 24.5. As far as the polish level, it is the Durabrite finish. So those are the nice permanently shined rims. And then, like I said, AG400 suspension on the back. Fifth wheel, we got the FW35. It's a 24-inch air slide, 8-inch ride height. So it's kind of our standard fifth wheel that we like to put on trucks. And then we did the standard mud flap hangers, and then we changed out the mud flaps to the rubbers on the back with our inland logos there. So it looks pretty awesome, gotta say. What else was different on this truck here? I can't think of it here, what else we did. But looking down this side here, same thing with the fenders and the chain hangers. We got the big fuel tank here on this side, and I would say that this is one of the cleanest ways to set it up here as far as spacing is concerned. So the spacing there and there is pretty close. I think it looks really good, and Rob polished these up. We actually changed our mind. This truck was going to come and we were going to paint these tanks aftermarket, but so we ordered them with polished straps and unpolished fuel tanks, and we had Rob polish them after the fact because Brian wanted them to be polished in the end. So I think it was a good choice. Polished fenders, polished, just looks really, really smart. So that's a little bit about the outside of the truck. Let's pop the hood here, and I'll show you what we got under the hood before we jump inside. Now, a W9B is a lot easier hood to open up. The pivot point is a lot closer, so you don't have as much meat required to open it up. Now, it is a bit windy. I should engage that safety latch, so I'll just kind of watch myself and be careful. So this is the 565 1850 torque Cummins Performance Series engine. We have the Davco fuel filter right there, and then the remote lube terminal and the grease terminals right there. Now there's the air ride option on the front there. So this is with it disengaged, so it's basically no air in the bags, and it's nice and low. And then as far as the brakes are concerned, we did disc brakes all the way around on this truck as well. So a couple things on this side. Let's take a look on the other. Hot side, turbo, and there's the airbags down below as well, and then the disc brakes on this side here. We have the taps here to shut off the coolant line going into the HVAC for the summertime, and then your HVAC system up there. Now, I forgot to also mention on the back side, we did the stainless strip with the lights right there. So this truck is gonna shine up really nice at night, I would have to say. So let's close up this hood before it slams shut. And take a look inside. Yay! Camera fell over! Oh no! I hope it's okay. All right, so here we are inside the truck. Just kind of show you a few things that we did here. So basically, this is the light on the back of the sleeper. This is the light on the side of the sleeper. Ignition, the brightness for the dash. And then there is the interior lights, the sleeper lights, engine fan, air traction control. We have the heated mirrors. We opted for the non-motorized, and then we have the window lift controls there. Standard rubber steering wheel with the standard gauges on the truck. So that's basically what we got there, and we did the full gauge package, as I like to do on these trucks. Now we have the full switches here. So we got a switch for fog lights, and then we have a switch for the cab marker lights, and then your driving lights and so forth. Here's your full switches. We got your cruise and jakes, and air suspension over inflate. Sorry, I'm all over the map here. Air slide for the fifth wheel, auxiliary lights for under the cab and air cleaners, PTO switch, and then there is the DPF regen switch, air suspension deflate, and then your full locking differentials right there. So down below here we have your HVAC controls, and then there is the power outlets, and this is the switch right there. I don't know if you can see it. That is the switch for the air ride on the front end. We did the Air Cushion Premium Plus seats in the gray, and so it has the additional lumbar supports with the heat control right there, very similar to what I do on a lot of the trucks. And we did the gray dash, so gray here, gray on top, with the gray diamond VIT interior trim. So it looks really, really good, nicely done. Now in the back here, we have the additional alarm clock here that you can order. We have a fridge switch, your panel lights, and your sleeper lights, and then there is your heat controls along with the factory installed S-bar heater. Now the closet on this side here opens right up like so, and then you have a full access storage closet along with the optional, these are not standard, these are optional lower drawers which you can open up, and there's some goodies in there already. Gray carpet throughout the truck, so gray carpet front and back, and then factory installed fridge along with the closet on this side. I'll just flip the stowable armrest out of the way, and there we go, the flip down table with the storage inside as well. Now it also has the storage all the way across the back here and on this side as well. They got some friends over there. That's so awesome. Oh boy. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Again, a huge thank you to Brian Jensen for purchasing this truck. Check him out on Instagram. You're gonna see this truck splashed all over Instagram and the internet. I'm really pumped to see all the love for him there. So, and Brian, thank you so much for choosing to do business with me. I know it was a long wait to get this truck here, but it turned out really awesome. Really nice build. We had it for the last about 3 months at our store, shuttling it here and there, getting it all put together. So, hey, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, click the link down in the bottom here that will click off the subscribe button. And if you want to be a super subscriber, you can check off that bell so you get notified about future videos when they come out on a weekly basis. If you want to check out my social media, or if you want to build your own truck or see what we have in inventory, you can click up here. It takes you to the kenworthguy.com, and on there you can see what we have for sale, and yeah, we can go from there. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for sticking around. I know it's a lot of information to cover in a short amount of time, so thanks for sticking with me if you're still watching. So thanks again. Have yourself the world's best day.